Hey! Welcome to live television. God bless America. My name's Ian Witherspoon. I'm the host, and I am between Taorminas.
What is that?
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this Monday, late afternoon, early evening. Aunt, you all right?
Is it me or did... Okay, is it me or did our people in there say... Is it... Okay.
Did you miss
We'll
the
handle it
signal?
later.
I think you missed the signal.
I think you did.
You were supposed to tell me, Ian, stop
I
yawning.
think it was
We're on
you
live
who did
TV.
it. I think it was you.
I think it was you.
Let's think about who thinks it was Ian.
Who matters?
No, not you. Oh, let's talk about a team that really matters to you. To your beloved heart. They're a sub-500 team. And, of course, 8 people had their cars set on fire the other night. That was terrible.
Just gets better and better.
Ian Kinsler got thrown out.
Nick Castellanos is
Castellanos
beamed in
got
the
hurt.
eye. Justin Verlander's blown
Justin
up.
Verlander just got... I had to drop my fantasy team. He got got
booed.
booed at Comerica Park. I mean, anything that can go wrong with this team. They're set 10 games back at Kansas City now for the Central. And this team looks like they're hope, and it's probably time for them to sell. Time for them to trade some pieces. Like UNS Cespedes and David Price. Who would ever thought that this Tiger team would be forced to trade David Price and UNS Cespedes? They're done. They're done. Why would they trade Price and Cespedes? Because Price is a free agent at the end of the year and Cespedes is a free agent at the end of the year. So basically, you trade them now and you get all the assets in return. You can get a lot of young prospects. That organization in Toledo is absolutely terrible. I mean,
True.
Buck Farmer just got lit up. And also, let's not forget, this is Dave Dombrowski's last year. You know, his contract is up at the end of the season.
You don't think he'll be back?
I don't think he'll be back. You know, this is his mess. I mean, this Tiger team's going to have to clean out at the end of the year. Brad Osmond's going to go, and what this Tiger team needs is new leadership. They need a new manager in there. Ron Gardenhire would be perfect for this team. They need to get at least somebody in the bullpen or fire a couple scouts because this Tiger team has been a disaster this season. That's why they're at 45-46 because they can't put it together.
Their pitching sucks.
Yep. Besides David Price and Anibal Sanchez, their pitching's been off. David Price actually lost the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. He actually lost the other day.
Because somehow Chris Tillman one-hit the Tigers.
Yep. How does that happen?
I don't know. For a team trying to make the playoffs, I don't know.
Right now, the way the Tigers are playing, they don't deserve to make the playoffs.
I don't.
Right now, Ian, you have to agree with me on that.
I don't think they deserve people to go to the games or watch the games with the way they're playing right now. They were supposed to come out of the second half with some urgency, and they did not.
Nope. So you're saying the Tigers are like the Wings? They're taking your money and just giving you a mediocre game. I agree with you on that. I agree with you. They give you a mediocre game.
Let me chime in with a little difference here for you about the Wings and the Tigers. Okay. If the Tigers were to make the playoffs this year, it'd be the 5th year in a row. How many years in a row are we at with the Red Wings making the playoffs? I think we're up to 23 or 24 now.
They still take your money away and give you a mediocre game.
No, because the last few years they've had to scratch their way in, and they have done it. And they have been...
They play in a weak conference.
They've been rebuilding on the fly, and they
conference.
still have success.
Weak conference. If they were in the Western Conference... Yeah, if they were in the Western Conference, this doesn't happen. The Wings would be missing the playoffs, and you know it. Anyways, back on the Tigers. Reality of it is that At this point, the Tigers got a big series with Seattle.
Yeah. Whatever.
Do they have? The question here is, can they beat?
No.
You don't think they can beat Seattle?
I don't know.
Well, if there's any good news if you're a Tiger fan, you don't get to deal with King Felix.
Yeah.
That's any good news for you. But the problem is, this is a team that has Seattle. They should have won the series with Baltimore. They should have won the Baltimore series. But this is a team that's not consistent. This is a team that has no soul. They don't have a soul since Miguel Cabrera went out.
Toothless Tigers.
No, this team is hopeless Tigers, hapless Tigers. They need help.
Saw an interesting stat. Said the top teams and the last time they were under 500. The Tigers last time were under 500 in April of 2013, maybe.
It was 13.
12, maybe.
I know it was 2000. I think it was.
It was when Leland was around.
Maybe it was that long
2010.
ago.
Yeah, it was. They were under 500, sub 500.
It's
since
been
April 11th, 2010.
It's been 400 games.
Right.
Okay, 400 and some games. By far the most of any team in baseball without
You said this
prayer.
last week,
Hang
and
on.
I think you said this
Time
last
out.
week.
Time out.
The fans. Well, let me say my point first. You said this last week. I think the fans are spoiled.
They are spoiled.
You said this last week.
They are spoiled. They're spoiled babies.
But give me
Okay.
a point.
So 400 and some odd games above 500. Do you know what the next closest team was?
Who?
Yankees.
No.
Kansas City Royals.
That's right.
Your boys.
Guess
Your
when?
favorite team.
Guess
the Kansas City
when?
Royals.
Guess when the last time the Kansas City Royals were under 500 was?
2014.
Guess the date. July 22nd, 2014. What did the Royals go on to do that year? I cannot remember what the heck they did.
They went to the World Series.
Oh, yeah!
They went to the World Series.
They were 90 feet away from tying up Game 7 of the World Series. So the season
Yeah,
is
but these
still
are two
not
different
over.
teams. These are two different teams. You look at here with the Kansas City Royals, they have a bullpen. The Tigers don't have a bullpen. And then you look at the Kansas City Royals, they have a bullpen. They can hit. The Tigers can't hit. They can't pitch. They can't do anything. Alfredo Simon's been a disaster. You look at, and then of course Shane Green has been a disaster. This has been a disaster waiting to happen to the Tigers. We all know Alfredo Simon can't pitch. We all know that Shane Green can't pitch. We all know anybody in the farms that the Tigers call up, they can't pitch.
Does a trade for a starter and moving Simon to the bullpen help anything at all?
Nope. They're screwed. They're going to screw this up. They're
So
going to screw this up.
They should just sell.
Yeah.
They should just sell and be done.
Yep.
Any final thoughts?
Yep. Sell and be done.
What does that mean for next year if you sell now? Do they have a hope to be good again?
Nope. They're going downhill.
They'll still have Miggy. They'll still have V-Mart. They'll still have Iggy. They'll still have JD. They've got pieces. They've got a good ball club.
They don't have the pitching, though.
So does an offseason of acquiring pitching help?
Nope. There's nowhere to go but down. And they're going downhill real fast. Just like the Detroit Lions are.
We'll be back with Between Taorminas here on ONTV.
Make a trip over to the Orion Arts Center to enjoy some family fun and fresh food at the 2015 Lake Orion Farmers Market. Every Wednesday through October 21st from 2 to 7 p.m., local vendors will bring their farm fresh produce, baked goods, and more for the parents while the kids have some fun playing games or making crafts. Remember to come often as vendors change from week to week as new crops come into season. For more information on the Lake Orion Farmers Market or to sign up as a vendor, visit lakeorionfarmersmarket.com.
Hello, I'm Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard.
And I'm former Detroit Red Wing Joe Koster.
We'd like to remind you to practice safe boating by knowing the laws regarding water safety.
Please make sure you have the necessary safety equipment on board and be sure all of your equipment is working properly before leaving the dock.
and the probability of being involved in a boating accident nearly doubles when alcohol is involved. Always check local weather conditions, and if you notice darkening clouds, play it safe. Get off the water. Have a safe, enjoyable summer on the lake.
Welcome back to our riveting sports discussion here on Between Taorminas.
Boy, you look grim. You sound grim.
I am grim.
Yeah.
I'm a man who's lost faith.
What's your percentage of the Tigers making the playoffs? Mine is 0.0. What's yours?
Why do you get such pleasure in
Again.
seeing me so wounded and frail?
You need to be royal. You need to be royal.
How do you like those idiots? How?
It's not Kansas City. I have a couple people in Kansas City. Hey, let's talk about an NBA basketball team.
Well, you are the one that did in school write about a certain actor that you are the one that I think those grades should be rescinded. Those A's that you got for writing about that guy should have been rescinded.
Me and all my interests seem to be struggling right now. God forbid Brad Pitt has a downturn, because then I'll be in real trouble.
Hey, we got the Detroit Pistons.
Yo, woohoo!
It looks like.
Are they going to finish 500 this year?
Of course not. They're going to be below 500. Reggie Jackson coming to the Pistons has been a disaster waiting to happen. You know, if they're going to compare Reggie Jackson to James Harden, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
Wasn't James Harden in the Western Conference Finals this year?
But he also used to play. He also used to play for Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
He was in the same. He was in the same position as. He was in the same. James Harden is in the same position as Reggie Johnson.
Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, yeah. Because he was he was the sixth man out of Oklahoma City, needed to go somewhere to get a chance to be a star player. I just think this is a disaster waiting to happen, especially with what the Pistons have. They don't have a. I'm not sold on Iguodala.
No.
I'm not sold on
Ilyasova.
Ilyasova. I'm not high on him. I'm not. I mean, like, I did like the Steve Blake trade that they got. But,
Why? They have like 97 point guards now.
You know, but here's the thing. I don't know what the heck Stan Van Gundy's doing with this team. I really don't know. What in the blue world is he doing with this team? This team is in dire straits, and I just think there's at least 9 teams right now better than Detroit Pistons right now.
In the East.
In the East? In the East, yes.
There are a few.
Is one of them the Knicks?
No.
So you have no confidence in Reggie Jackson as your franchise point guard.
Hell no, I have no confidence in him. I mean, you have Brandon Jennings in there, and you have...
He gone, by the way.
Why?
He's gone, man.
Why do you think he's going to be gone?
He's going to be
You
traded.
spoke like Hawk Harrelson there.
He gone. He gone. Stretch. You can't put on the board.
Put it on the board.
Yes, yes. Have mercy.
How are they doing?
He's not good.
Hey, remember when they won the winter? Remember when they won the hot stove season? Yeah. Oh, here come the White Sox. They got one pitcher.
All right, but back on the Stones.
Rolling Stones played a good show at Comerica on July 8th. Holla.
Well, anyway, you're still the same guy that wrote about that should have his grades rescinded, but that's not the point. The point is...
Hey, I did a fine job. I didn't know he was putting pills in people's drinks.
But the point is this. The Pistons have got a very, very good... they got a good... It might be a good thing. I think it's hard to say with Reggie Jackson. I think we saw some glimpses, but we've also seen some situations where Reggie Jackson is an individual trialic player. I think that, you give him a full season to produce. I think the jury's still out on Reggie Jackson. I don't know if Brendan Jennings will be if they can work together. Because they're like apples and oranges. That's gonna be a question. But the franchise has got to be around. It's got to be Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond's got to be much more of a leadership role. Has to be much more of a leader, because you look at that team. This team has the potential to be very good, or it has the potential to be very, very bad. And the responsibility of Andre Drummond's got to be much more of a leader, because now that the program, the Pistons franchise is being built around him. And, you know, he needs to start getting more influential in some of these decisions because it feels like that right now this is all Stan Van Gundy's thing. And, you know, and if the Pistons lose, then a lot of the blame's going to go to Andre Drummond.
Even Gundy's trying to use the Pistons as the next Orlando Magic. You know, this is the same thing he's done in Orlando, and look what Orlando's had. I know they've had one trip to the NBA Finals, but this is there is an ideology why he was not a successful coach in Miami nor in Orlando because
he had conflicts with Shaq, he had conflicts with Dwight.
Work. Yeah, he had conflicts with both Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. That ain't gonna fly with Andre Drummond. This philosophy does not work, and that is why the Pistons will struggle again.
But then you look at if you look at his years with Orlando, he had Rashard Lewis at the 4. He had all 3-point shooters at, you know, and then he had the big man in the middle. I mean, you look at that philosophy. The only concern is rebounding and with that. And so obviously you have to wonder about is your 4 is a good shooter, but also can he rebound? Can he get quick to the boards and rebound? So I mean that's going to be the question that I ask.
This is not going to work because here's why.
Why? Because
you look at it here. I just don't think Philadelphia. I don't know who the guy's name is, but this guy is not.
Ilya Soba. Ilya.
I think it's a disaster.
Ilya. 2 words.
I think it's a disaster waiting to happen because here's a guy who does not rebound well. Here's a guy, you know, he can shoot well, but he don't rebound well. You gotta have a 4 that can do both, and this guy definitely will not do it.
So you're saying you have no faith?
None. Odds of making the playoffs are 5%.
5%?
Yep. I think the New York Knicks are a better team than the Pistons.
What?
I really do.
You just contradicted yourself.
Oh, not again.
You just contradicted yourself on live television. What did you say
tend
for
to
yourself?
do that.
Not again.
I'll tell you
What
what.
did you say for yourself?
When are you going to throw your hat in a Republican nominee for president?
I take that back. Not
Yeah,
the New York Knicks.
when are you go? You just contradict yourself. You said
earlier
in the segment, you said that the Pistons
I'm
were better
not
than the
saying
Knicks.
the
Now you're
Brooklyn
saying the Knicks are better than the Pistons. What are you? What type of sports analyst are you?
I'm just going to say the Brooklyn Nets are better.
I
than
thought
the
he
Pistons.
contradicts himself all the time, but you contradicting yourself? No.
I never contradict myself.
Oh yeah, you do. You do it all the time.
Never have I ever.
You do it all the time. Even the people in the audience say you do it.
People? I don't think so. No.
Hey, at least the Lions will not make the playoffs this year.
What are the odds on that one?
I feel the Lions making the playoffs.
You should open a sports book.
Yeah?
Yeah.
might
Just
wanna-
set betting odds.
Oh yeah, Sammy.
That would be perfect.
You are really contradicting
I'm
yourself
not
today.
contradicting myself.
You two are the biggest
I had a
contradictions of all time.
mispronunciation. I had a mispronunciation. I said the Brooklyn Nets were better than
What?
the Detroit
Now you're
Pistons.
saying now you change the teams up. You said it first the Knicks. Now you're saying the Nets. Come on. Usually I think it's him that says it. Now it's you. What the heck are you thinking?
I'm going to start calling you Trump. Donald Trump.
Hey, I'm not the guy who's criticizing a war veteran.
Might as well.
I'm not criticizing a war veteran.
All right. Good. Don't cross that line.
I'm not crossing that line.
Good.
I'm not crossing that line.
All right. That's it for our Pistons talk today. Thank God.
Make a trip over to the Orion Arts Center to enjoy some family fun and fresh food at the 2015 Lake Orion Farmers Market. Every Wednesday through October 21st from 2 to 7 p.m., local vendors will bring their farm fresh produce, baked goods, and more for the parents while the kids have some fun playing games or making crafts. Remember to come often as vendors change from week to week as new crops come into season. For more information on the Lake Orion Farmers Market or to sign up as a vendor, visit lakeorionfarmersmarket.com.
Hello, I'm Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard.
And I'm former Detroit Red Wing Joe Koser.
We'd like to remind you to practice safe boating by knowing the laws regarding water safety.
Please make sure you have the necessary safety equipment on board and be sure all of your equipment is working properly before leaving the dock.
and the probability of being involved in a boating accident nearly doubles when alcohol is involved. Always check local weather conditions, and if you notice darkening clouds, play it safe. Get off the water. Have a safe, enjoyable summer on the lake.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas, where now we will move from one exciting topic to another and discuss golf.
Yep. Hey,
What?
Jordan Spieth got beat.
He did.
Yes, he did.
You like seeing the heroes fall, don't you?
Oh, I like when heroes fall. It's great. It's great for entertainment.
You like seeing the good guys go down.
Well, you know, in my book, he ended up killing you, right?
I'm not surprised.
Hey, it's like this with the Detroit Lions when they go down. People cheer when the Lions go down.
The Lions have never been up.
What?
Where are they going down from?
They're in so much trouble because they have no Ndamukong Suh.
So?
They're in so
Good.
much
Let's
trouble.
talk golf, though. Why you like when heroes fall?
Because, one, Zach Johnson deserved to get revenge.
Don't we need a Spieth to emerge? Wouldn't it have been cool if he had 3?
You need a rival to Spieth. And I think Zach Johnson gives you that rival.
No, Zach
What?
Johnson's not that rival.
Why?
The rival was sitting on his couch,
You think
Rory.
Rory.
roaring.
Rory is a good rival.
Tiger's done.
I know he's done.
Cooked.
I know he's cooked.
Him and
Hey,
Verlander
David
should
Duval did. Hey, David
leave.
Duval did pretty good. Did all right. You guys remember David Duval?
No.
Yeah, I remember him.
Besides, you should look. Then you need to research your golf history because
I
David
guess
Duval
so.
was one of the best golfers of all time back in the day.
How old is he?
He's in his 50s, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, like, you take a look at him. But I think it's a good rivalry. I mean, but Jordan Spieth, you know what I mean? He needs another rival. Rory's a rival, but you also got Zach Johnson. Zach Johnson, let's not forget, lost
Wasn't he
to
an amateur?
Spieth. Zach Johnson lost to Spieth in a playoff in the U.S. Open. So I think this is a start of a new rivalry in golf between Johnson and Spieth. And I just think Spieth has Rory as another rival. So those two guys, I think it's going to be a great triple rivalry between those three golfers.
So it makes
All right.
golf more exciting.
Yes, it makes golf more exciting. Now, if they can bring trash talking to the game of golf, I think that would be
I
great.
doubt that'll ever happen. It won't be like a Happy Gilmore thing where you got fans cheering.
I think it would. I think it would make perfect sense.
What, to bring a Happy Gilmore style format?
I think a Happy Gilmore
golfing?
start would be perfect. I know he'd like it.
You want to bring hockey players and make them pro golfers?
Of course.
Failed hockey players
Of course.
wearing sweatpants and Boston Bruin jerseys?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, we know the Boston Bruins are a failed franchise.
I wouldn't
Anyways,
say that.
you look
unfortunately.
at it. You look at it. You've got 3 very good golfers that are more than capable of being on the top of their game. I do think that it's going to bring in ratings. It's a very exciting thing to have. You know, obviously the Brit. You look at the British Open. They finished that today actually.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't because of the high winds, and that course is not easy. I mean, Tiger Woods missed the cut on Saturday.
Again.
So
Isn't there any, aren't you guys sad that Spieth won't have a chance to win all 4 majors?
No,
That doesn't disappoint you?
no,
You didn't want to see that happen?
no.
It would have
you
been-
need- You need to have a good guy fall, period. You know, here's a guy, of course, last week knocked off Lake Orion great Tom Gills. At the John Deere Classic in a two-hole playoff. I mean, to me, I thought if he would have won the British Open, I'd be shocked and maybe lose the John Deere Classic because, you know, the British Open is it's a major. You know, the John Deere Classic's really not a major, but it would have been really nice to see a Lake Orion person win it. I just think it's disappointing to see but I think Jordan Spieth got what he deserved.
You know, I think that Spieth, you look, he's going to have a lot more opportunities. He's only 21 years old. He's a young kid. He's a young kid that is trying to make a name for himself and has made a name for himself in the world of golf. And obviously,
He's from Dallas too.
You look at Spieth, you look at, Johnson. You look at Rory. I think they're all under 30 years old. So you look
Johnson, I don't know.
but you still look at it. It's a great thing for the game of golf to have that, and with Spieth, he's going to have a lot more opportunities to possibly go win all 4 majors in a row. I mean, he's going to be playing for a very, very long time. So I mean, you can be disappointed in him not winning the British Open, but at the end of the day, he's going to have a lot more opportunities, and he's also making a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
He's got a $2.3 million home.
Wow.
I'm not kidding you.
Dang.
Yeah, it's Jordan Spieth for you.
Does he live by Patrick Sharp's new place?
I don't know. I think
I'd
Patrick Sharp's going to look great now.
I'd rather see him actually live in a smaller home than have a $2.3 million home, because I mean, if you look at it, if my opinion is you want to relate with the fans, I think having a chance, I think it gets that feeling that you're above your peers, and obviously you don't want that.
Not everybody has a $2.3 million house.
No.
Huh.
Not everyone.
News to me. Just kidding.
So I mean,
You like to see a little more humble athletes, huh?
of course.
Well, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Hey, the Detroit.
Hey, I can cross that line and still come out surviving.
True.
Hey, the Detroit Lions are a team that needs all the help they can get.
Why?
Because
Why, Sammy?
their defense is bad.
Why?
Their defense is awful.
Wasn't it good last year?
It was not good. It was good last year, but they're not going to be good this year with the departure of Sue.
One guy?
Yeah, one guy.
One bum?
One guy.
He's
no,
a bum.
He's in Miami. He's
Sue's
in
a
South
bum.
Beach. He's in South Beach.
Good.
Making a lot of money.
Good. He won't win Jack Diddley down there.
Miami will win games with him.
What, 6, 7?
I would look at right
It won't
now.
be Green Bay
the
either.
Packers are still the favorite.
It won't be Green Bay either.
They'll
Didn't
beat Green Bay.
Minnesota
They will not beat Green Bay.
Minnesota. Well, obviously they got Adrian Peterson back.
Minnesota will be better.
Minnesota will be better. Chicago could be better.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
So I
Didn't
mean,
they lose Brandon Marshall
Yeah, they got traded.
to the
Jets. Jets. Jets.
Remember what happened when the Lions went down there?
Yeah, you were there.
Hell yeah, I was there.
Met Fireman Ed.
No, I didn't meet Fireman Ed. I met Matthew Stafford's wife, though.
That's good for you.
Yeah. They won that game.
I think there's a lot more pressure on Stafford to succeed though this year.
Stafford's got all the pressure in the world now. He's got to win now. He has to win now.
Yep.
And you don't think it's going to happen?
Nope.
I
No,
mean, if
'cause
they
they will
go,
not
if
beat
they don't
Green
make
Bay.
if they don't make the playoffs, then it's gonna go on Stafford. It's not gonna go on Calvin. It's not gonna go on the other players. It's not gonna go on the coach. It's gonna be on Stafford and Stafford alone. He's gonna be the goat in all this.
Well, I don't think they're going to beat Green Bay twice. I really don't think. Well, they could beat Green
Lions
Bay.
will beat
They
Green
will not
Bay
beat them at
in Ford
Lambeau.
Field.
They're not going to beat them at Lambeau. But I just think the Lions are somehow going to screw this up and not make the playoffs. Their schedule's actually much tougher than it was last year.
Is it really, though?
Yeah, it is. You got to play the East. You got to play the schedule's tough. It's difficult.
AFC West.
NFC West, yeah. You got to play San Francisco, Arizona, Seattle,
Denver, San Diego, Kansas City.
Yep, that's tough.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Lions will be better than they were last year.
I think the Lions will be worse.
All right.
last year.
So, all right, we will see you guys next week on Between Taorminas here on ONTV.
I'm going to kick it.